Okay, let's start covering the gi. And like I said, the gi is a lot of fun for this sort of passage that we have right here. And since you guys already know the majority of what we're doing, I'm just gonna hone in on the chokes and the attacks, and then we'll kind of do the warm-up flow, and you guys should be golden right there. So let's go ahead and do a few right here. So just like in the mount when we did the thumb and choke, and we've already kind of covered this already, I'm just gonna cover it a little bit more in depth, is when I have this over-under right here, I'm keeping my ear next to his ear. Notice both of our hands are right next to this lapel, okay? So when I'm sitting right here, what I'll typically do is I'll open this lapel and I'll pull on it, taking away all the slack right here out of his gi, okay? So I'll get right here, throw my thumb in. I'm trying to throw my thumb in as far back as possible. And I'm gonna grab this like my life depends on it, like I'm grabbing a rope, okay? So I'm right here and I'm gonna use my hand to open this up. Now, if you're right here and for whatever reason he's like doing something to your hand up here and you can't do that and you can just grab right here, that's fine. I'm just saying it's optimal to use this hand to help. It might as well help it's right here. But either way, my goal is my elbow pit is still by his neck and my thumb is going behind his neck as far as possible. Like I always want to be behind his ear right here. And once I have this, now I can reach across to the other side and just yank down right here. And it's already almost getting the choke. And now, a lot of people do this differently. Some people will try to bring both their elbows to their back, but what I like to do is I like to just pull down. I'm gonna push his head into the choke as I do it. And what I mean pull down is I'm cinching the shut. Remember we talked about when we were doing mount? What I'm trying to do is zip tie this. So I've got this grip here, I'm just zip tying it. So as I pull this down, notice his neck is forced down right against my forearm. So as I pull down, his neck is forced right into that choke, okay? And then I push him further into it. So I grab right here, and I get that submission right there. So again, I have the back tape, I open this up, get right back in there. And it's small little movements, okay? Reach across to the other side lapel, and I pull down, or pull my elbows back, whichever one you prefer. But mostly I'm pushing his head into the choke, all right, as I cinch up everything right here, all right? Now I'm gonna leave a lot of room so you guys can see. So here, thumb in, reaching this across, and I'm squeezing, and then my head comes in to push. So that's the basis of a choke, thumb and choke. And remember, when I do mount, same thing. As I bring it over here, it's thumb in, right? And I'm using this to zip tie it shut, pulling his neck down into the choke. Okay. Now, when I have his back, what's nice about the lapels is these chokes are easy no matter which side we fall to. Okay? So if we fall to this side right here and I'm cinching him in, I'm keeping this really tight, right? I'm gonna, boom, pull this out, grab this, reach across to his lapel, push. If I can't reach across to his lapel, that's fine, we're gonna go over. But you can grab the lapel as far down as here. As long as you're pulling his neck down, that's the beauty of this choke, is it doesn't have to be way up here. As a matter of fact, if you grab way down here, as long as you're pulling his head down and you're taking up the slack, you're gonna get the submission. Now if you go the other side, oh, same thing, reach across, grab his lapel. It's a little bit easier from this side because your arm's not trapped. And it's really nice on this one because you get to push. He's already asking for more room. But I push. Let's move our heads down so they can see. Sorry, but I'm pushing his head into the choke. So that's a really, really nice choke. Okay. Now, this next choke right here, this is just, I call it the thumb in collar choke from the back, right? Cross collar. But because, yeah. Cross collar because I'm going across to the other opposite side collar.